So we also wanted the NPS stuff to look sort of sexier. So this is one of the concepts we did for like an NPS survey, because a lot of the tools out there, they're very, very dry. They just have the numbers, they just have the question. We kind of wanted to brand it up and have a bit more kind of pizzazz, which kind of technically detracts a bit from the neutrality of a survey, but businesses like it. Businesses like to brand their stuff. So we did various, one people were kind of working with Pleasure Hills, Hotel New York. When we kind of whittled down what we wanted to build, we decided on a few key areas. We wanted the dashboard to display key metrics, so results of surveys coming in, response rates, how happy people were, comments. We wanted to break down comments by sentiment. So sentiment means, so a positive sentiment would be you take a sentence and go, okay, from that sentence, okay, I had a great time, it was fantastic. That would be a positive sentiment. Another sentence might be really disappointed, the toilet smell. Negative sentiment. So we wanted something to analyze that. So we had the dashboard, so those key metrics. We had the survey builder, so we thought, okay, now what we wanted to do with this, we wanted to make it really accessible for people, for companies. So a lot of companies, they don't have a design team, they don't have much marketing experience necessarily if they're quite small. And even the ones that have big marketing teams and big design teams, one thing they do lack is time. So we want to make it as quick as possible to kind of get into building a survey, sending it out. So we wanted a really easy survey builder where you could actually come up with a really pretty looking email and just choosing a few different options, change it up to almost be any combination imaginable. So we knew survey builder was one of the key features. Secondary to that, we wanted reporting. So we wanted real-time stats on responses coming in. Real-time's become really big in apps now. Facebook's obviously real-time. Everything changes on the screen in front of you. Most websites still aren't fairly real-time, but real-time means you have to use various technologies like WebSockets, DDP. I won't go into kind of what all those are, but these are the kind of things that make it happen right there in front of you in real time. This real-time factor we thought was a really sticky point as well. We thought actually people want to see. I've worked for agencies in the past, and customers, they were always fascinated with Google Analytics. And when real-time Google Analytics came in, they loved it even more. It means they could watch people obviously come in. Google Analytics tracks people who are coming in your website, where they come in, what pages they're looking at. But I've had people over the years who've been obsessed with their analytics. So there was a company in Norwich actually, used to own a big kind of, it was like sort of cooking equipment, like an online store. He was obsessed with his Google Analytics. Like, he'd get up in the middle of the night and turn on Google Analytics just to see if anyone was on his website. But business owners, they want to know who's looking. They want to know. Now, I'm only going to talk really briefly about this because it's quite a technical subject. I'm only half on my game today because I was in Gdańsk in Poland for a couple of days, talking about our application architecture and talking about, it's one of our whiteboard sessions, where we're talking about our application. That's Boo, by the way, who's the Potters Resort mascot. I'm not quite sure why it's a panda, but the kids love it. So, but this is what we're talking about, our application architecture. How you lay out elements of your code in your application is one thing. At another level, you have to decide where you're going to host it, how you're going to host it,